Hey, welcome to another edition of the AK Option Trader. Back from vacation in Costa Rica. There's proof. That's me there with no hair. That's Mrs. AK Option Trader, and that's a sunset from our pool. Anyway, had a great time. Didn't do any videos while I was there. Didn't do any trading. Just relaxed. Just pulled back and missed some big down moves in the market. That's okay. Refreshed and was ready to go again. So we're excited to get going and get back at it. And let's make 2009 our best year ever. Let's go ahead and close this out and let's get to some stocks. So some of the things I've been seeing here since I've been back, I've kind of slowly just dipping my toe in. In fact, I got smacked down last week. I tried to play some puts in the spiders and that did not work out well. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on and spent some time looking at a few charts, and here's what I got. Here's a Dow. We're starting with the Dow. You can see it's kind of in a channel here. It's got a little bit of a channel action going on here. Moving down, it's bouncing off this bottom now. We had pretty good support at 6,500. It took off hard on there, and now it's moving on up to this mark here, 7,500. Now, I don't know if it's going to continue or not. There's a pretty good consolidation area here. You can see the volume's been down, decreasing a little bit. I'm not sure if this move's going to continue or not, but this is the bullish of most of the indice charts I've been looking at. Is this right here? You can see it's stalling out here a little bit, and most of the move came in 2 days, right here and right here. The other 2 days, not that impressive. So I definitely would say if we get to 7,500, you're going to see it stop. I'm not sure that we're going to get there. We could see us starting to turn around here a little bit. Like I said, volume's been decreasing. The indicators are low, looking to trend up. So let's look at the S&P. Here's the S&P right now. You can see this has been in a downtrend for sure, and you got the fib lines. It's been playing the fib lines really well. All right. Key numbers here: 800. If we can make it to 800, if we do, I think you're going to see a lot of resistance at 800, and we're going to see a pretty strong down move if we make it. I'm not sure we will. The fibs are key. You can see we stopped right here on a fib. This is acting. It actually closed above it a little bit, but it's sitting on it. Okay, it's sitting on it. Indicators are showing up. Both of them are showing up. If we continue up, I'm going to say we will not break through 800. I think if we make it to 800, I'm going to be short and we're going to be heading down. In fact, I don't think we'll make it there without a down day. We have not had a down day in 4 straight days. So I'm thinking we're going to see a little bit of a down move here before we head up if we do. I would be surprised to see continued move up like this. The last time we had such a strong move up is right here. We were able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 days out of it before we reverse down. You got a hanging man here. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see it turn down a little bit there. So just something to keep an eye out for. Alright, so now we're going to move on. Alright, so now we have the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, to me, it's got the most bearish feel of the 3 indices we looked at: Dow, S&P, and the Nasdaq. Of the 3, it has the most bearish feel. You can see I left on here the triangle we were watching. Certainly had a breakout like we expected. You know, we didn't know which side. Felt down, broke out, and you can see once it broke, it dropped like we thought it would. Now it's rallied, and look at that steep rally. Anytime you have a rally that steep, it usually leads to decline, such as right here. Look at this steep rally, boom, and then look at the drop, bang. Okay, you got to watch that steep rally. It's just like a steep drop. You can see a steep drop can happen. Fear can take more control than strong buying. It's easier to fear, it's easier to sell, it's easier to get out. Stock RSI, or the RSI is down. You can see the trending down. Wouldn't be surprised to see it pop up here and then turn back over. Also, you got strong resistance, 1440 area here. Got a hangman set there right beneath it. You know, it might move up. You might get something very similar to what we're looking at over there. Something like this. Move up, have an up day, and then boom, start to turn over. So, I don't know. Just to me, it's got a bearish feel. This is. You could look at this right here as a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. If so, then this is the neckline, and it's right on there. So it's just got a real bearish feel to me. I know it looks bullish right now. It hasn't broke the trend line. We could draw a trend line right on there and say when it breaks that trend line, look at that thing. Look at how stinking how steep that is. When it breaks that trend line, the steeper the trend line, the easier it is to break it. When it breaks that trend line right here, we're going down. It's got resistance, got a good reason to do it here. If it does break and keep on going, then our next one is going to be right at the 1488 area. So anyway, the most bearish of all of them. Let's take a look at the VIX, what the VIX has been doing. our volatility index. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit and just kind of take a look at it here. Remember these lines? These are the same ones. I haven't touched them. Same ones before I left vacation 3 weeks ago. You can see it's been really close in these areas. Look at this thing playing around in here, just like we thought. It actually breached them, hit the 200, hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and actually closed up inside the line there. So we actually had a breach again this morning, and we did breach our uptrend line. All right. So I didn't think it would breach yet. I thought it might hold this trend line and head back up and keep a range going like this. It didn't. It breached through, came down, and was down. It actually, what's curious is, look at this. It was up $1.18, almost 3% on a day when the market was up. So volatility is increasing, fear is increasing. We've had a huge run up. Hard to maintain that in this type of market. I'm thinking we're going to see a down move before we have any more up move. Maybe one more up day on Monday, but then a down. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's look at some stocks now. Alright, I'm going to look at tech just because it's the most bearish to me. It seems to have the best signal. It's just got that feel to me. It's just got that feel. So let's look at AMGM. AMGM is the ticker symbol. Here's one. You can see I've been watching this for a while. I think I talked about every time it breaches the 200, rallies back up. Look at the move it had to have down beneath it to actually breach it. You can see these. This is pretty decent here, but look at that strong move to stay beneath and then go down. This stock is in bearish mode. Everything about this stock is saying go down, go down, go down. Yet we're rallying with the rest of the market. We even had a down day right here when the rest of the market was up. This stock is in bearish mode right now. Here we are at a great point to watch for a turnaround. Okay, we got the 51. The 51.16 mark here is the bottom of this gap, hitting it. Great point to watch for a turnaround. I'd be looking for a short opportunity on this. Let's look at another one. Let's look at Goog. G-O-O-G. Everybody knows Google, the stock that shall not be mentioned. This one's actually been in an uptrend. As all the bad news you hear about it, it's actually kind of in an uptrend. You can see here, boom, boom. We've set up a pretty good trend line now. All right, we set up a pretty good trend line, pretty good baseline for it to move up. We are hitting some resistance right here at 330. So I'd be looking for a turnaround, maybe a drop down before it continues up, or it may go all the way back down and hit our trend line. I'd say we're looking at a target of 310 and a stop at 330, somewhere in that range there. So this would be one to keep an eye out for as well. Next on our radar is going to be, click it, Glenn, INTC, Intel. This one has been in a downtrend, and you can see it has hit this line 1, 2, 3. This is time number 4. It's going to be a strong line. All right, we're getting into the oversold area in the stock RSI. I like the way that it's near the top Bollinger Band. It's near a fib line. It's not quite there, but it's got a downtrend line. So this is one I'd be watching. Okay, and I want to go back to something I forgot to mention on Goog. I'm thinking we might see a possible head and shoulders forming here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If so, this thing could potentially drop way, way down to the 250 range. So I forgot to mention that. I looked at my notes and I have it there. So Goog, just something to look out for. And then Qualcomm, QCOM, ticker symbol Qualcomm. All right, it's right near the top Bollinger Band. I love that. It's a red hanging man. I love that. It's a reversal signal. We've got strong resistance right here. You can see it's hit at 1, 2, come near the third time, didn't quite make it. So it's actually a little bit of a downtrend, but I just call this 3750 resistance. It's at a good area to turn down. It's at a good area to turn down. Wouldn't be surprised to see it drop back down here and support. It's actually, looking at it right now, we're probably more in a little bit of a trading range right in this area here. All right, so 33 area would be the bottom, 37 would be the top. So I'd say let's play it down to the 33 area if it makes that down move. And then one more. This is one I played last week, and I got my butt handed to me. Is spiders. I thought we'd be reversing earlier on this. This is SPY. The 880 is a key on this thing. The 80 mark, if it does get up here, I would be shorting this thing like a madman. It broke above my line here at 75.50, but we got a strong reversal signal here. You can see my daily intraday moves that got blown out of the water. So 76.09. I don't know. You know, I'd be looking for this thing with the volume decreasing like it is. We got decreasing volume. I'd be looking for this thing to start turning back around. Okay. The only thing is the indicators are both pointing up. But again, another strong, sharp up, strong move, usually followed by a down move. If it's still in an up, if it's still going to be in rally mode, it may drop to this area and then pop back up. If it's still in bear mode, it's going to go Drop right down below, down to 65 or something. So that's what I've been looking at. I'm glad to be home. Not really. It was warm there. We liked it. It's cold here. But we're going to be looking to make some money so I can buy a place over there in Costa Rica. So I hope you guys join us. This will be the AK. Don't forget to check out the website. This will be the AK Option Trader.